Yuji beats Sukuna, Gojo's gone, and you finally thought you could heal from the trauma. Wrong. Gege just pressed New Game Plus. Welcome to Jujutsu Kaisen. Modulo in this video will cover 1. A quick recap of JJK's insane journey. 2. Everything we know so far about Modulo. 3. Why fans are both hyped and terrified. So strap in. This is the full breakdown. Let's rewind. Jujutsu Kaisen starts with Yuji Itadori, a not-so-ordinary kid, absurdly strong, with reflexes that make Olympic athletes look like gym class dropouts. One night, he eats a cursed finger. Not just any finger, Sukuna's finger. Instant power-up? Not exactly. Instead, Yuji becomes the unwilling vessel of the king of curses. From there, the rules of cursed energy unfold, an art form where negative emotions literally fuel monsters. And standing at the top, Gojo Satoru. Teacher, troll, strongest sorcerer alive, and for a while, the safety net holding the entire series together. But that net snapped in the Shibuya incident. The self-proclaimed strongest Gojo gets sealed, cities burning, Sukuna rampaging like a psycho unleashed from hell. That arc traumatized half the fandom and cemented JJK as one of the darkest modern shonen. Then came the culling game, survival horror disguised as a tournament. Yuji, Megumi, Yuta, Hikari, every player dragged into a cosmic chessboard where the rules were crueler than the fights themselves. Finally, the endgame. Sukuna versus Yuji. The boy with finger inside faces the Curse King head-on. Allies fall. Gojo breaks like a Kit Kat. The world reshaped by cursed power. And Yuji crossed the absurdity of power-up for the final strike. JJK concluded with Sukuna's defeat and Yuji's sacrifice. Fans thought, that's it, story done. It wasn't until Gege spoke, Modulo. So, what even is Jujutsu Kaisen, Modulo? It's neither a side story nor a spin-off. It's a direct continuation of the nightmare Geji built. Now the title, Modulo. Sounds like math class trauma, right? But it's more than that. In mathematics, modulo is division that leaves a remainder. You can cut something down, reduce it, but something always lingers. Symbolically, that's JJK in a nutshell. Sukuna's defeat may have closed the story, but his shadow still remains. Violence, trauma, cursed energy, these things don't vanish just because the villain dies. They linger like a remainder. And JJK has always been about systems that refuse to end. Cursed energy repeats in cycles, binding vows lock generations into endless obligations. Fate versus free will. Characters fight, win, die. And yet the world doesn't break the pattern. Modulo feels like Gege's way of saying, the prologue has ended. Let's get started. The story is much bigger than you expected. Timeline-wise, it's set long after Sukuna's fall. Japan is scarred beyond recognition. Sorcerer society, broken, rebuilt, collapsed again. The world is left trying to figure out what sorcery even means without Sukuna at the center. But here's the thing. This isn't just JJK, the aftermath. Leaks and early chapters already tease new faces carrying old burdens. A new generation of sorcerers, shaped not by curses, but by the scars Sukuna left behind. Think about it. If cursed energy is born of negative emotions, how much negativity must have piled up after decades of war? Fear, hatred, regret. The aftermath might be more dangerous than the battle itself. And that's where Modulo sets its hook. Not in repeating the old story, but in showing us what happens when that story refuses to die. Gege hasn't spilled much. He never does. But the whispers are there. Familiar faces may return. Yuji, Megumi, Nobara, perhaps as survivors, perhaps as echoes. But this is also a stage for brand new sorcerers, children of war, inheritors of trauma, colliding with powers humanity has never seen before. Here's what's confirmed. Yuji is alive. Not unscathed, but alive. Whether he's the main protagonist or a mentor figure is the big question. Megumi? Complicated. After being Sukuna's vessel, his survival or role in Modulo is unclear, but too narratively important to just vanish. Nobara? The fanbase won't let her go. Rumors swirl she'll return, though in what form? Nobody knows. Yuta Okotsu seems even more important than ever, teased as one of the main point of the new story.